Okay. Did they actually for sure in you?
Come again? Boy, if you don't get Joe.
Okay. Did they actually for sure in you?
Come again?
Do you have something that shows that you have insurance?
I can call my insurance company and have them
It's loud out here, and you're
I
not
can
allowed
call
to-
my insurance company and ask them to send me a proper policy number via electronical services. Do you want me to do that?
Okay, well, you are supposed to have.
I have
something, you
one.
know.
I have an electronic one if you want it.
Where's it at?
Like I said, if you give me a sec.
Exactly, it isn't here.
But sir, I'm not saying I can provide one for you if you're willing to wait.
Okay. All right, Mister. I'm trying to say your last name. Sign for me.
What am I signing?
Huh?
What am I signing?
This is a ticket for speeding and no insurance.
When was the last time your
Okay.
When was the last time your speeding device was calibrated? Sir? Sir? You're done? That's it? Alright, some context to this, because there's actually a lot of things wrong with this whole entire interaction with the police officer. And let this go on the record, this is by far one of the worst experiences I've ever had with an officer, and I've had a gun pulled on me by an officer. I want to express how nervous this officer really is. I don't know if he's new, I don't know if he's relatively good at his job. Just based on his appearance, the ability for him to just outright show his tattoos while on patrol, and his inability to make a cohesive statement. I mean, listen to this.
Okay. Did they actually for sure in you?
Come again? He is stuttering to say something that he has probably had to have already said at least 10,000 times, making you a master or an expert in most judicial systems. All he had to state was, you are being pulled over for speeding and being able to present your insurance. And this was an extremely difficult task for him, even to the extent of me saying it could have been caused by duress, stress, alcohol, medication. It's very clear that he is not all there and not really able to eloquently state the purpose for his stop, thus leaving me with a conundrum. One, I thought he was about to have a stroke, so I was really sitting here wondering, should I save the guy that just wrote me a ticket? I normally wouldn't. Second was, what did I do? To which it was very clear he wasn't comfortable speaking about these matters, but it still doesn't prevent him from explaining what I'm being cited for, what I need to do, how I need to do it. None of these things came inherently close to him. The officer came to the vehicle and did not identify himself and did not state the purpose or reason for his stop. He simply asked for license and insurance. I informed him that I only have an electronic form of insurance to provide for him, which is not against the law in Texas and is considered to be an authorized form of identification. I was also able to present my driver's license, which he took and ran. So at this point, I decided to start recording because I thought it'd be more beneficial for me to be able to prove something versus just allow this incident to go unnoticed. I want to state something here. Regardless of this officer's issues or problems or whatever was ailing him at the moment, his sheer lack of enthusiasm to be an officer is quite apparent. He didn't answer any of my questions. He didn't seem the least bit concerned. He didn't seem prepared to take on the day or just be there, as his lack of introduction, his lack of social grace is a clear indication that he has no concern with being a stand-up officer in my eyes. Because where in life is it okay just to walk up to somebody and request information? Regardless of the offense, I still feel it's very important for you to have some type of courtesy. I addressed him as sir. I addressed and introduced myself accordingly. I found it very strange that he didn't want to do the same. And that is because he's out there trying to fulfill a quota. In fact, the moment he pulled me over, from the time it took him to hand off that ticket and get back to his car, he had already pulled someone else over before I was even able to leave the area, which sends a message to me that he is not really out there looking for offenses. Not only did he not explain how his speed radar works, he wouldn't give me the manufacturer's name, he wouldn't give me the last time it was calibrated, he wouldn't give me the daily log of when it was calibrated, and who was the last person to cross-reference that, and his training certificate and information. Rightfully so, he doesn't have to give me this information right there, as that is information I can subpoena in the court of law. But the fact of the matter that he wouldn't even stick around to answer one question. He didn't even wait for me to sign the ticket, nor did he properly fill out his name. What is a Smith? But that is bare minimum. That is what I'm talking about. That is the type of toxic behavior that leads communities to be so negative, so repulsed, so against law enforcement. It hasn't even been 3 months since this happened. And you would think a message around the Fort Worth Police Department would be, hey, let's kind of pick up the momentum and try and come with a better attitude to work. But instead, I'm forced to deal with this nonsense. Where in the has mutual respect gone for people? You're out there doing a job you hate, quit. No one's forcing you to be an officer. No one's forcing you to be the bane of natural society. You chose to be an officer. And if you're gonna choose to be an officer, I think it's important for you to come with the proper attitude so that you can better serve and protect the people that you're constantly harassing. But anyway, this is gonna be a short video. I just want to show you what an he was to me. I mean, seriously, I'm such a nice guy. And I also wanted to give you guys a little heads up. I probably won't be posting too many videos unless something like this happens or something dramatic happens. The reason is because I'm busy making these. Yeah, cool, right? And that's pretty much going to be taking up a larger majority of my time as the last few phases of ETO go into effect. So bear with me as I get this down and get this done and get this all wrapped up and tidy for you. This is the power of ETO. I've shown you the truth. Now do what you will.